is on a recording. Do you want to watch this?
Alright,
welcome to the podcast.
welcome to the Eunoiacast.
Episode got the intro now.
Kill will use you for the intro in the future.
Right.
I'll give you a $5 each time you intros. Yeah. We're getting a lot of money from this podcast thing. We've got 8 views on the last video. We've got 10 views on the one before that, and then
Like
12
million
on the Lollapalooza. No, we've actually, I know it's not like shouldn't really be talking about it 'cause it's kind of stupid anyways, but we've got 50 views on our second video, which is pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
And most of them are us.
Mm-hmm.
Kale might be one, Richie might be one, Amy might be another. No, but like 50 views separate.
Amy's your core audience.
Well, that's who we aim at, obviously. Yeah. Amy's like it doesn't matter.
We love friends.
I do like friends, but today we haven't been around for a few weeks, so a lot of things have happened in 2021.
Yeah,
last time we done this, we were reviewing 2020, which is a pretty good year for everyone. It was a funny year for everyone.
I'd agree.
But now we're in 2021. Some controversies have kicked off. We won't talk about the Capitol riots.
Yeah, that's probably
right.
For another. The time's passed.
The time's passed for the Capitol riots. I mean, it's a new era under Biden and all that. But we'll talk about Biden later on, because I think he's done some fairly interesting things first couple of days in office. But to start off, this is a controversy I think that started only yesterday or the day before, 26th of January. And it's the Wallstreetbets Reddit controversy, saving GameStop, gamers are saving GameStop sort of bullshit. Thinking they're deifying themselves.
Joker has come back.
Joker's come back and he's burning the money because they've just had enough of this fucking oppression from these hedge fund managers, and then they're fucking over the hedge fund manager who's a billionaire, and then giving like this $1 billion corporation who oppresses workers or something. But it's all in good fun. It's all for a good cause.
Rising up.
Yeah, it's that's the level we're at, and that's the Wallstreetbets controversy. I want to introduce what it is.
So the Wallstreetbets controversy is where GameStop, whose stock had been going down pretty consistently because of the shit, and they're going to die off soon anyway. This
And
hedge
also,
fund.
I didn't caveat that by doing this you aren't saving GameStop. By
Oh yeah, they're dead.
They're dead no matter what. They're dead in 5 years no matter what.
The stock price already plummeted.
Yeah, it's already. Yeah, I looked this morning. It's already went down at 100%. So it's
120%.
yeah, it's not going to survive anyways. But I mean, I suppose they're doing a nice little thing.
This big hedge fund company. I can't remember the name.
Melvin Capital.
Melvin, which is a shit name. It sounds like a fucking Madagascar character. This big hedge fund company put a bet on, basically, saying that the GameStop stock price would continue to fall by doing something called short selling, which is where you buy stocks and then like immediately sell them nothing to depreciate stocks and nothing. And the Reddit called Wallstreetbets, there was a post on some time called where they said, "Oh, let's buy it and be like gamers and sort of
let's
like
team up basically."
That's basically
because GameStop is like my childhood. So
and also just to as like a fuck you to hedge fund managers.
It's not just GameStop, you know. They've been trying with Nokia,
BBM pin, and
hasn't worked.
And they inflate the stock price by like fucking I think more than 1,000%, from like $40 odd.
No, it was $6. $6, not $6.
$6.
It was the lowest it was
in GameStop in 2020.
It was $4 in 2019, which was when the original post was actually made on Reddit, where they were talking about like it being at the lowest point. Skip 2 years now, like it's like 100 and
it shot up. It shot to over 100.
Yeah,
it did shoot over 200 at one point, but
all the Redditors were investing in it.
Yeah, all the Redditors were corroborating investment.
And things got a bit. Hedge fund managers got pretty annoyed. I think Melvin Corporation fucking lost like $3 billion, which is like funny and good. And I hope that the guy who owns it has been killed by his wife. So,
every time you say Melvin, I think Millhouse.
That's not right.
Melvin Millhouse.
No, I think of like Millhouse.
Well, Melvin will be like that kind of guy, you know.
Millhouse is a bastard.
Yeah.
He was actually the son
the
of
illegitimate mother of the dog.
Fucking Melvin Millhouse's legs are spread wide.
Millhouse is often in the vagina.
child. He's 10, isn't he, or something?
Yeah, well, we're not pedos.
Yeah, we're
but
not
we are.
pedos. We've done that
Um,
podcast where we proved we weren't pedos because
yeah.
we laughed about pedos being a thing.
But well,
So we're not pedos.
because we supported them. And
Yeah.
but you couldn't hear because the
Yeah, the audio was fucked up.
Right, basically we love pedos and
Alright.
Millhouse
Melvin Capital is one of them.
Yeah.
We're not.
Chief Wiggum Corporation fucking lost $3 billion and it's
Yeah.
cool. And now
It's cool. That in and of itself is cool.
Hmm.
The fact that Melvin hedge fund lost $3 billion.
Hmm.
The entire purpose of this stock thing isn't cool.
yeah, I mean it's
No, it's.
to be honest,
it's
I would guess that the main reason why people on Reddit have chosen to do this is because they think it's like a funny meme.
oh yeah,
rather than
it won't be like a genuine political movement.
Hmm.
And even
I
if it
don't
is,
know.
it's not a genuine political movement anyways. Just on how it's been created.
I think it's there's a lot of people on there who's actually pushing it as a political movement. For instance, what's happening now is Robinhood. They've closed down buying any stocks of GameStop, Nokia, EMC, I think.
AMC is the Walking Dead.
it might be in them. I'm not entirely sure.
NBC. No, it was ABC actually.
News.
Yeah.
No.
No. ABC's a massive corporation.
Well, anyway, and then
NB.
widespread
I might
across
do that.
Wallstreetbets, that everyone's saying hold on to where your stocks, don't sell. This is exactly what they want you to do. So it is kind of like they see it as an actual political
No,
movement.
but what's the politics there?
Well, it's taking down the rich, really, isn't it?
No, they're not.
Yes.
No, but
They're not
no,
taking
They
no,
think
but
they
these
are,
people already are rich. If you
Yeah,
can
if you're-
splash
oh,
out a
yeah.
couple $100 buying stocks, then you are like pretty rich, to be honest.
If you and
You're
you know,
pretty well
no, you know, maybe you're not rich if you can do that and
But
you want to
hedge
make
fund-
money from it. But if you're doing that for a laugh, then
You're
you're fucking
rich.
rich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no
hang
way
on.
that-
Just
you're
because the hedge
pissing
funds are
$600
richer
away.
doesn't mean that these people aren't rich already.
They're
Yeah,
like-
also probably middle class.
You
Yeah,
can be
yeah,
rich
like
but not
generally
be
speaking,
the
yeah.
richest. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's, what's the actual politics here? What
What do you
political
think is a
movement?
political movement?
Well, it's very bare bones. It's just the hedge fund. They're all like mega rich. They're taking down GameStop.
As opposed to the really poor GameStop executives.
Well, to be fair,
As opposed to the
there's a
working
lot-
class GameStop execs.
no, there's a lot of people that are GameStop employees.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but they don't benefit really from the stock.
They're not
Wait,
benefiting
and you
from
just
stuff.
explaining what's happening. What is the political movement?
Yeah,
Well,
what
the
do you-
political movement, I said, is just they feel like they are taking on the rich, the upper class.
Do you think they are?
It
So I
seems more
think
like
they
they're
are-
just trying to fuck people about, and they're just
No, it's
people
fair.
funny.
No, it's fair. Completely to fuck these people about, like entirely.
No, I'm not bothered about that, but I don't see what the political
In
movement
the end,
is. Like, what's the
GameStop's going
good
to be
cause?
megally fucked over at the end.
Yeah, well,
No, but
they're
aren't
going
you-
down.
Yeah,
didn't
They'll
you
go
mention
down
as
anyway,
well
but
that
it's
they're
going to
not
just accelerate.
they're not like a particularly ethical company,
No, they're not-
anyways.
well,
And
that's
I imagine the
something.
CEOs, the executives, whatever, they're still going to. They're rich as well, you know. They're mega.
Well,
They are
they're
mega.
gonna-
They're benefiting.
This
from
isn't going to
this.
be their only business.
I'm
GameStop's running
surprised,
this.
actually.
And then people like Elon Musk chipping in. It's just
Because
unbelievable.
GameStop has an actual partnership with Microsoft. I can't remember exactly what the actual partnership was, but what I remember it being is like GameStop. It'll probably stay around for another 10 years with the support of Microsoft.
Yeah, it is.
No, not 10 years.
It was. I know, but the reason
This
people
is a
sound
fad.
socks is
Unless they
because
go-
it was already failing.
But they've all.
No, this is a fad.
Only way is if they go all digital.
And
even
also-
then they'd be
No, they are
working.
trying to do all
Connor,
of
this
it.
thing of like people of like class warfare and the poor taking on the rich. All this literally is taking from the rich and giving to the rich.
Yeah.
That's all they've done.
The lesser rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Taking from the rich and
comparatively-
giving
That's
to the
what-
less
that's
rich.
what-
You know what I
But
actually.
for, like in
This is
the
from
name
my-
of
It's like
fucking
if I
gamers
if I
everywhere.
s-
No,
if
it's-
I
it's
s-
this
if-
political
no, but if I
movement
extorted
is
money out of
actually
Elon
just-
Musk and gave them to Bill Gates, I wouldn't say that.
yeah.
This is a political movement really into the investment community.
Which you know a lot about.
No, I don't.
Wait, but the
But hedge funds, they are what are considered the pros. You know,
well,
I mean the media's being labelled them as the pros, and like the actual.
they are the pros. Like
Yeah.
in terms of investing, they're the pros.
It's
I
like
mean,
the gamers of investment.
Whereas
Yeah.
like small retail investors,
they are amateurs.
they get fucked over quite a lot by these hedge funds.
Well, yeah.
What?
They
Look,
probably...
GameStop isn't
no,
really
they-
small.
No,
though.
but...
Did you say-
No, he's on about the amateur investors.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they probably do get fucked up by these hedge
This
fund
is just
managers. But who cares? Genuinely, who cares if these fucking people get fucked up by hedge fund managers? What changes? Why should I have any emotional investment in middle class people getting fucked over by hedge fund managers?
Like the people that you're talking about, people like fucking Ernie, who just
Who
go
are pissing
like,
away money? 'cause
oh
they think
yeah,
it's
this
funny?
would be
Find it
cool.
funny.
I'm going
Yeah.
to be made rich. Piss
This
away a
isn't
couple hundred
this
quid
isn't
then
like
lose it. That's it.
yeah, this isn't an organic taking down of like a establishment or something.
This is a rich person's political movement.
Yeah, I mean, if the closest as a movement, if you can call it a movement, it's to make it so that retail traders can invest more safely. And so basically that the smaller guy can make investment in the stock market. Now, is that a good thing? I mean, like, probably.
Well, no,
like, that's probably
kind
fine.
of,
for-
it's not going to result in that.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's probably the goal here. But if it did work, then that's probably that's fine. If middle class people can invest rather than just like the super rich, that's okay, cool. But like, it's not really any kind of systemic change or any real like mass political movement of any kind.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
No,
Well,
I
right,
agree.
we'll float the question then because we were just talking about it just before we came on. Connor, you said it was class warfare, right?
No, not you was exaggerating when I said that.
No,
You
you
not
no,
say-
you
no, you
literally
did
said
say-
class
You said that
warfare.
word for word.
I can get a call.
No, yeah, we'll put the quote up as the screen, as the thumbnail, right? No, you literally said this. You actually said the words. This is literally class warfare.
No, I said right. Yeah, I did
No,
say
you
that.
did say
I
that.
did say that.
Yeah,
Literally
no,
class
but
warfare.
no,
That
I'm
was
just
like
wondering.
quote
How
unquote
we-
literally
no,
class
no,
warfare.
if you can put up a good argument on how it is, then I'm fine with that. I'm
Well,
not gonna.
It's not on like a large scale, like fucking working class going up against the upper class. It's
There's-
not like that.
Well, there's no
There's
working class
no-
people at all in this.
There's
movement.
not a lot of working class people involved in this to begin with, right?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was like the poor versus the rich, though.
Well, that's what they think.
Oh
What?
Wait,
That's
no,
what
but
people are saying online.
no!
You
this
said
is-
no,
that.
You said this
You said
earlier
that
on,
to
didn't
me.
you?
What?
You said that to me. You said the poor. I'll quote you and do the accent.
Yeah,
the
that-
poor versus the rich. That's what you said.
Oh,
That's
he's
the
been
accent.
caught out in a
Well,
lie.
well,
Wait, no, wait.
it
Well,
is.
I'm gonna
How is it then?
squirm.
It's mainly just the middle class going up against the
go on.
working class. Upper class, I meant.
Right, no, but
Wait, but
If
if you
it's-
thought it was the poor,
Because
then
they are
it's-
the like I've said, they are the retail investors, the amateurs, and they get pushed around a lot by these professionals. I mean, you see,
they're
what was
poor comparatively in the industry.
it? Well, yeah,
In the
Well, it's not
industry,
the
yeah.
poor going up against the rich stuff.
but what's happening is what retail investments actually they signify is anyone can get into the investment scene. You know, if it's
Well,
completely
yeah,
controlled by hedge
No,
funds.
but Connor, this is so you're saying like big time investors try to
Mm.
fool everyone to think they can just get into it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Well, that's just fucking everything. Like I'm not trying to
Yeah, no, but isn't it good
sound
to
like
actually go-
communist, but that is kind of the whole of the capitalist structure.
Isn't
Telling people that you can do anything and achieve anything, but that's not reality.
You've seen Fight Club.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could argue Fight Club puts that point across pretty well, but like it's not that shocking. I don't mind these hedge fund managers being absolutely annihilated, and anybody also linking Wallstreetbets to like Trump is stupid.
yeah?
Like CNN done that article,
That's
it was just a
CNN
terrible article, it was just crap, just complete crass
It's
bullshit.
also the same.
And I obviously it's obvious why they're doing it because CNN's a bullshit corporation, just like Melvin Coors, of course.
They were on the stock market. So.
Yeah, of course. CNN would be worried. The reason CNN are trying to delegitimize anybody on Wall Street Bets doing this
Mhm.
is because they might come after them next.
Yeah, of course.
And if they can delegitimize Wall Street Bets and get it banned, then they can't cooperate as much. CNN is a genuine, honest to God, terrible corporation. That's why that article was written. Fucking hate that. It's horrible.
I mean,
Terrible
I was
article.
surprised. Reuters has actually been fairly neutral. Obviously, Reuters is neutral generally, but Reuters is like a very much like aimed towards a lot of investors as well, and they were fucking covering this like it was not like as though it was a good thing, but fairly neutrally, which was good to see.
Well, no, but that's
It
what
is a
they're
bit like
consistently
class
doing.
warfare, actually.
Oh,
I'll give you a
hell.
point. The fact that these like the people with the power, upper class with the hedge funds, like they've got the power to completely control GameStop stocks now because of what Robinhood's done. They're taking down and being able to actually buy the stocks.
Mhm.
isn't that an example of like the upper class using their power to stomp down on the lower classes?
Yeah.
No, but then
Well,
that's just
kind of.
oppression, not warfare.
Yeah, oppression. But then on like Reddit's side, they are holding on to their stocks. They are fighting back.
While making
Holding
money.
on, it's not really fighting
Well,
back.
I'd say
I'd
They're
say
somewhat
because they could
fighting
also
back,
they
I
could
suppose.
sell
They're
their
putting up a
stocks and
fight.
make a lot of money, but they're holding on to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it is fighting back.
Somewhat fighting back. I wouldn't say it's class
I'd
war.
say-
And what was it? It was EOC. She said she called it deplorable. Well, actually, I'll get a tweet up. I can find it.
I'll be able to find out.
AOC said
follow-up.
what?
Well, she said something along the lines that it was deplorable what Robin Hood's done.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
But nobody's disagreeing
I'm
with that.
not against the Redditors.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
And
for
Ted-
the Redditors.
Ted
She
Cruz-
said it- No,
no,
she said it's
no,
unacceptable.
like the way I want to iron
Ted
every point
Cruz
is look,
Agreed.
I'm pro what the Redditors are doing. It's funny. It's fuck the hedge fund managers.
there
of
are
course.
like a couple of people who actually really need the money who got it, which is
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
that's
exactly,
also
and that's
of course.
beneficial as well, right? I don't mind that at all. It's when people start trying to deify this movement as a genuine class movement when it just starts
Also,
becoming bullshit.
right, can I point something out? Who is Connor? Who is currently the richest person on this planet?
Isn't it?
You might.
No, who's the richest person on the planet?
Elon Musk.
Yeah, and who is currently like being the voice of this political class
Well, yeah,
war?
he's
I
kind of-
wouldn't
he's kind of
argue
became-
that. I
he's
wouldn't
kind of
argue
became-
he's the voice.
Alright, I know, but every
he tries to,
like
but
rich fanboy ever is stuck up his arse or like
Probably
fucking
yeah.
the
vacuum
most
packed
prominent
up there.
person who's pushing it as well.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
definitely the most
he
prominent
is
person who's
pushing it, and
pushing
he is a not, and he is a very very
He didn't
influential
really push
voice
it that
in it.
much. He only made
No,
one
Connor,
tweet.
he is the richest
No,
person in the world.
Connor-
He is incredibly influential as a result. He's
Oh, yeah.
became a spokesperson.
Yeah, no, also,
And
him just making one tweet
he's
is
the
enough.
richest person in the world. He's the epitome of the upper class.
Him making one tweet is enough to
And he
cause
has
this
made
massive
multiple.
ripple
He's
effect.
been replying to
Same
AOC.
with if
Then he's
if
done a
Trump just said gays are bad, alright, that would have massive ripple on effects for the rest of society. Elon Musk making this one tweet, of course he's the voice of the movement, he's the most famous
He's
guy.
the more than one to be in a fair few, I think.
So he's mentioned it a couple
I
of
think.
times.
I might have actually been seeing that one.
I don't imagine he's mentioned it a couple of times. Him mentioning it once is enough.
Mm-hmm.
You become the face of a movement if you're a billionaire
He's
and,
mentioned it
and
quite
he
a
is
few times.
loved by, stock market investors, small time stock market investors who think he was a genuine poor person who became a billionaire. People
Yeah,
are
as
by
soon
that
as-
sort
can
of
I
shit, the
as well-
romanticism of his.
As soon as
well,
Elon Musk tweeted about it, that more and more people started buying stocks. Apparently, like it jumped again because he tweeted about it. So yeah,
But
he is
that's-
massively influential. He has sort of became the voice of it.
But this supposed originally genuine political somewhat movement has now just been fucking watered down with the support of a billionaire.
And also,
It
I
becomes
think,
less genuine on that
um,
basis.
I do support the shit that Wallstreetbets doing. I think they should do it more often if it's possible. I think they should.
Yeah, no.
But-
If you can hold companies to the sword like that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's good, and I think it's great if they could do it to actually push good social change. Like if they could control the stocks of companies that pay their workers shit wages. That'd be good. I don't think they'd do it.
No, because you're not going to control the stocks of Amazon.
No, well, no, they probably don't.
You're not going to control the stocks of Walmart.
But
And also, look, you're saying that, but GameStop, they have an opportunity if they can control the stocks of GameStop and try and change the way they act towards their employees. But they haven't.
Yeah.
No, they haven't, because they're not going to
They
do
haven't put
that.
any
Because
pressure on them.
this is not a genuine movement for the working class. This isn't a fucking thing for the GameStop employees.
Yeah,
this
if
is
this
a
was
thing for their own fun.
if this was a genuine political movement, they would have done something good for GameStop and then put pressure on them to have better business practices. But they haven't done that. They've sat and shared fucking Joker videos and banged on about how they're now fucking gods of the stock market or something.
Yeah.
Like
This,
that. It's
I
really
haven't
really
actually seen any
cringy.
of what games.
I went on
Not
the
GameStop,
subreddit. It's
Wallstreetbets.
really embarrassing, to be honest. It is.
the thing is with
cringy.
some actual organisation. If this was organised and there's something like a union, say that could actually be really cool. But it's
Well,
not
yeah,
gonna
but it's not going to happen because their movement isn't about getting GameStop workers more rights.
Yeah,
Their
well-
movement is about pissing off a hedge fund
happen.
manager.
Yeah, and making a quick buck.
And getting
Which-
themselves more
which-
rights.
Which in and of itself is great, piss off the hedge fund manager, but in that meanwhile actually make change, because that hedge fund manager losing $3 billion means fuck all to anybody. It doesn't mean anything to the GameStop workers, it means nothing to the Amazon workers or any other workers that have to put up with horrible oppression day in day out and genuine fucking wage suppression by these massive companies. and overwork and everything like that. It does nothing for them. It's just funny.
Mhm.
That's what them, and you can never have a movement based on funny. You just can't. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, there's a reason they
It's not class
targeted
warfare.
GameStop specifically.
Hmm?
There's a reason that GameStop specifically was targeted. Because it's like gamers fucking funny meme that.
Yeah, no, it is.
Nobody would have given a fuck if it was any other business. Nobody would have gave it a single fuck about it.
Yeah, it would have never happened.
No, that's incorrect.
Which other businesses
No,
have
no.
done this?
After
After,
the game.
after,
No,
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 they've done
been
this
doing it
afterwards.
for quite a while. They've been doing similar shit like this all the time. It's just now it's actually been successful for the first time.
Not this time because so many people have hopped on it because it's a funny meme because it's our gamers rising
How
up.
many
Some
people
shit
were
like
doing
that.
it enough?
And all this shit has
Not many.
happened after the first one because now it's a popular movement.
Plus
It's like a trend.
None of the shit with BBM or fucking not BBM, Blackberry, and fucking not BBM.
Imagine Tang and Blackberry
Yeah.
stuff.
None of it's been to the same extent as the GameStop one. The GameStop one.
No,
is
the
big one,
GameStop one's the big one because it's games.
Yeah, game.
Yeah, of course.
But the thing I was going to say earlier was that the other thing that makes me kind of fucking be a bit uneasy with this movement is how many like right wing fucking wankers have jumped on. Like Paul Joseph Watson has jumped on.
Oh yeah, I imagine
Even
it. Wait,
even
has he?
fucking yeah.
Has Paul jumped on it?
Yeah,
has he?
and
Oh
so
yeah, you told us he
Ben
made
Shapiro
videos
has as well. Which I was
Ben
surprised at.
Shapiro
Yeah.
has.
He tweeted.
No, I think I imagine he'd suck the cock of their fudge managers, to be honest.
But, yeah, so I think that's pretty fucking like obviously it doesn't make what they're doing worse. It just pisses me off personally.
Well, yeah, because they've got the backing. But then again, I mean, maybe they've got backing from both sides to play a guy like AOC.
Yeah, I mean obviously left wing people do as well. But
Yeah.
I would say that
What Joe Biden thinks. I think Joe Biden will be against it. some reason.
probably.
I feel like it will be.
Where you live.
Don't hurt or wonderful stop Martin,
Yeah.
basically. I can't do his voice. Not yet. It needs to be like in power longer. Back in screen.
We didn't introduce the two new members of the podcast because the episode that you were on got lost. It was the action one.
Yeah, it got
You've
lost.
never known before. So we need to introduce our lovely guests, the friends of the show.
Oh.
Introduce yourselves.
I am Connor.
Why?
Why are you gonna?
Oh, that's great.
And what's your favourite hobby?
My
Class
favourite
warfare.
hobby.
Yeah.
And
Is that your hobby?
Yeah.
Smoking.
Alright, that's fair.
so this is Connor. He's
wow.
like a guy who we know, who's
Yeah.
someone who's sort of, someone who's on the podcast now.
Yeah.
And Ruby.
But for one episode.
Yeah. Maybe more.
Yeah, maybe more, you never know. And then,
Ruby.
Yeah.
I'll lean in the mic.
No,
No.
Ruby.
Don't lean into the mic.
That's just a one, yeah.
That's Ruby.
then we've got
So
two new
that's
people.
the-
And then
that's
we've got
the-
one last one who introduced it.
Hmm.
But I don't think he's ever spoke on the podcast before. It's...
I'm going to Regan impression again.
Go on then.
Hey guys, it's Kale.
Gun.
Hey guys, it's Kale.
Kale's our German friend who doesn't
No.
speak any English. And,
No,
you
can I
like
please?
Captain Roll?
No, Kale's our Indian friend who doesn't speak any Spanish, right? He just refuses to.
No, listen to this fucking comment on Wallstreetbets though. We are the mushrooms. They fed us shit and left us in the dark to grow.
Oh,
We
this is
started
a joke.
growing and they ignored us. We multiplied and they ignored us. We grew stronger and still they ignored us. Now we are massive and they cannot ignore us.
Such a
Now
weird
we are
analogy.
too big to fail.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
We're like
stop.
mushrooms.
That's a
Wait,
great
no,
metaphor.
that's what I mean. They always...
It's really
look,
embarrassing.
This isn't a right-wing movement, not by any means. Not yet, anyways.
Hmm.
But fucking hell, this is exactly what fucking...
Well, it's an economic movement.
No,
which
but
is quite-
this is exactly how... Well, yeah, it's an economically right-wing movement,
Yeah.
definitely. But this is exactly how... probably more economic right libertarian
Hmm.
than it is any other form. But this is exactly how right-wingers reacted when Trump got elected. You know, they thought they'd done it. Like there was like Paul Joseph Watson types, and obviously the normal people like 4chan or something saying like, we got him elected through memes.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
and
No,
they deifying themselves like God's already like, oh, we
Do
are
you
amazing,
not-
we're unstoppable. No, you aren't.
But do you
You're
not
a bunch of
like-
fucking renters
No,
squabbling.
do you not like... I can't understand where he's coming from with this.
No,
Because-
Ugh.
no.
you have
What,
no
the mushroom
you
thing?
have no investment in politics or
Hang on,
economics.
did
What
you
are on
not?
about?
Did with the mushrooms you mean? You understand
No.
where they're coming from?
No, I understand why
You
they
understand
feel
the-
so
the-
empowered.
God.
Wait, no, but Connor, you have no investment in politics, and this is the fucking thing you choose to get invested in.
Well, no, I watched a video about it like a few days ago. And then I just started reading up about it. So I found it quite interesting. The reason why I'm saying, like, I kind of understand where they come from. Yeah, what he said there was kind of cringe, right?
Kind
but
of.
whatever, right?
Majorly.
They're clearly getting empowered by this movement. And isn't that, like, I'd say that's kind
Because
of...
they were so oppressed.
No, wait.
Oh,
No, the rich people.
Oh, look at me! I live comfortably and have
No,
money
no.
to piss away. I'm so oppressed.
Yeah, no,
Cry for
you
me.
know,
they are literally the
I'm,
Joker.
I'm left
no,
in
I
the
don't
dark
get it.
and
Colin,
ignored.
Have to have tinned caviar instead of fresh.
Wait, alright, well, everyone kind of talk at
Oh.
once. So, but no, they are literally the Joker at the end of that fucking. At the end of Joker, you know when he's like,
No,
he's,
but
he's,
this you are
he's just
talking to
killed the
somebody.
fucking guy, and he's in the car, and he's then all the people are like, oh, he's the best of him.
No, hang on. You're talking to somebody who sucks off the joke with him.
Yeah, I know. But obviously, he's gonna like.
suck it off.
No, I can predict you like this movement
Feisty.
because it's the type of
Literally
movement you
dressed
like.
as him.
But it's like it's
Look, judging by like how CNN reacted and all the other like big news corporations.
Who's that shocked?
What?
Who's that? I mean, are they shocked that CNN out there? What do you mean?
I don't think they're shocked, but
Yeah, CNN is the only one I can think of that reacted really, really badly to it. I mean, I kind of
Apart
think
from
of
that
any
one
other
fake Vice article that you somehow fell
Oh
for.
yeah, that were linked to white supremacists or something.
Oof.
No, but like CNN's the only one that I can think of had like a daft response,
Swear that Photoshop
that
job was
would have been
okay.
predictable no matter what was going on. CNN are terrible,
Hmm.
horrible news source. I can't think of another news source that has had a particularly bad reaction to this, and you can name some if you want.
Fucking, they always do like.
Sure, there'll be. I don't think BBC did, or fucking. Reuters didn't, even though Reuters isn't as big as the rest. I don't know about ABC. I saw anything from CBS, NBC, Guardian. I think was fairly supportive of it.
I think the Wall Street Journal. Apparently, I saw this on a poll video, so I fucking have a
Oh,
lot of reason to
right,
doubt
yeah.
it. Apparently, they ran an article saying it was like linked to white supremacists. Or whatever.
Oh right, okay.
Victim.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's idiotic.
Chuckle brother supremacists.
Come on, Chuckle brother. No, no. The fucking. What were you saying then? What were you saying? Get back to the point. Why is that fair? What he said. Why should they feel empowered?
Why should
because
they
of
feel
how
like
like big corporations.
So
like,
we should be
saying that.
happy because they feel empowered. Like we should like we shouldn't criticise them. And it's good that they feel empowered.
No, I'm just saying I understand why.
No, is it good that they feel empowered? There's
Um,
plenty of political movements that feel empowered that are wrong. I'm not saying this one is wrong in and of itself.
feeling empowered against like hedge funds who's been fucking over all these retail investors for quite some time. I sympathise with them. I sympathise.
Fair enough if you sympathise with them, but have they really been
But that-
fucking them over
Does
that
that
much?
mean that they should feel empowered though, just because you have sympathy for them?
And I get it's an empowering.
They shouldn't be
moment.
empowered in that amount.
Like,
No.
it's, yeah, it's
Well,
like
they've
thinking you're like
been
a.
overpowered all the time. It's about time like they finally.
They've been what
Oh
overpowered?
yes, the rich people
by-
finally being
by hedge
empowered.
funds.
Oh right, the middle class investors have been fucking banged to the floor.
No,
They're
They
just getting beaten
They've
by these hedge
been
fund
out-
managers.
I know they've just had a boot on the fucking face this whole
Yeah.
time, and they're finally rising up.
But they own a house and the dad gives them the money to invest in the stocks in the first place, but they're just getting beaten up. They're finally coming up against it. It's Connor, this isn't an organic revolution. Firstly, it's been televised. no, like it's not an organic revolution at all. It's just a bunch of Redditors. This will pass in a week.
Yeah, it's a flash in the pan. Like it'll,
Undoubtedly pass
it's,
in a week.
I'm sure that, fair enough if you feel empowered for this moment. Like, oh, we managed to we managed to change something. Like, fair enough.
Thing
But
is though,
it's a flash in the pan.
No, but
Yeah, no, it is,
I
but the
just
thing
I feel
is-
like I know what's going to happen after this though. Give it about 2 weeks, right? And you're just going to see a load of posts on that subreddit of, guys, look, this hedge fund is doing this, everybody band together and fuck them over. And
No,
three
no,
people will reply
Yeah,
to them.
yeah,
And people
well, yeah.
desperately try to cling on and make themselves
that's
feel
what they
empowered
do. That's what
again.
they're doing with Trump.
It's just going to die
Like
off instantly.
No, but the
GameStop
thing
is
is-
going to die off.
Thing is, they won't care about this in a week when it's out of the. But like when it's out of the media, nobody will care about it. Like not even people directly involved at like Wallstreetbets. And it's not organic on the basis that it's not focusing on anything working class. It's not a class movement if it's not focused on working class people or underclass people
Or
or
actual
lower middle class,
oppression.
or actual oppression. The thing and also right not to call you out on this, but it's kind of true that you seemingly feel more empowered by this than like the BLM movement in 2020, which was a far more empowering, fucking great movement that actually had a lot of meaning behind it. This isn't. This is some middle class people bitching about their social position against hedge fund managers, claiming they're oppressed, when in reality, yeah, they're oppressed on the fucking scale, but it's not at all to the scale as anybody else.
BLM, so I don't know where you're getting that idea from.
No,
that's
the
what
point.
I mean. Yeah,
That you're so invested in this, but you weren't. But that was a genuine.
In a pandemic when it was happening last week.
Oh, and you don't have a fucking phone.
Wait, no,
like,
no,
you
no,
don't watch the
I'm
news. What do you mean?
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying you have to like fucking post on Facebook about how much you support them. It's usually fake when people do that, anyways. But you never once, like when we have top discussions about BLM, you never once chipped in on it.
Because I don't really chip in those conversations at all.
Yeah, but why is it
why is it this
thing
one then?
that really energises you?
Why is this empowering to you? Compared
I never
to
said it's
BLM?
empowering to me. I can understand why it's empowering to them, though. I don't gain from anything from this.
Have you seen a lot more invested in this kind of movement than compared to like real social movements that actually had a point in something and achieved something even as well?
And more about actual oppression and actual class warfare.
Well, no, I've always.
No, but hang on. But the point you've made about why you really like this is that, well, these people that have been just like ignored and booted down, they're finally kind of rising back up. They're doing something for themselves, and they're sticking it to the rich. But is that not exactly what BLM was? Like the reasons you've gave for being for liking this movement are like there's tenfold reasons. And it's like all the points you've made, but on a much bigger scale for the BLM movement, and you haven't cared about that at all.
Well, no, because of course the BLM movement's going to be successful.
It wasn't successful.
No, it wasn't.
Are you kidding me? The amount of corporations that was.
Oh my fucking god! I can't believe you just said that! Wait, nah, Aaron. Like, look, I'm telling you, if we do a best bits, that is fucking the first thing. Cause that is unbelievable.
I must admit, corporations, it's all fake. They don't actually care about the BLM.
Alright, so then how is it
How the
successful?
fuck was it successful? Just because corporations supported? Just because the Premier League forces the players to fucking kneel before a match? What the fuck does that do for anybody? It's a good little it's a good little show of respect. It's a good little symbol, but it doesn't mean anything.
I just
how
really
is it
want
successful?
out on here. I can say.
What do you mean?
What?
You just argued that the BLM movement.
I never once did talk shit about BLM.
No, you
but
haven't
nobody
talked.
said
No,
you
no,
have.
no,
That's
that's
not what we're
literally the
saying.
point.
So why bring it up then?
No, I know.
What?
I know. Like, I mean, I remember at the time. I think the one thing you did say about it is that you hadn't even watched the video of the George Floyd thing because you thought it was too horrible. I'm not.
Oh, no, I know. I didn't really need to watch and know what happened.
No,
I'm not-
Connor, you're misconstruing what we mean. We're saying your inactivity about talking about it. You never talked about BLM. Alright?
Did I have to?
Nobody said you had to,
But you should have done because it was such a big
Yeah, that
thing.
was more
Yeah.
important
It was
than rich
morally-
kids.
Yeah, like fucking middle class kids investing in fucking other hedge fund manager.
The point isn't that like you're anti-BLM. Like we're not trying to
No,
fucking
we
defame
know
you.
it's
not
no,
calling
no,
you
but yeah,
racist.
we'll make that known. He's not anti-BLM. He's probably pro-BLM when he talks about it. But
I'm very pro BLM.
Right,
But
but
the
why'd you
same-
never discuss it? Why'd you never show any really care for
Yeah, it's
the
about
movement?
Passion.
I'm
what
not saying you don't care about BLM at all.
what you choose to engage with so much. You know what I mean? And
Well,
you've chosen to engage a lot with this game stuff thing, even though it's it's kind of just a load of shit. like it's fine,
Well,
but it's nothing particularly.
I just it just took us by interest, and that's why I talk about much
Can
more.
I suggest a reason this might have captured your interest more than BLM did?
Gaming.
All
Was
right,
it
okay,
gaming?
you can
No,
see.
it's not
No. What I was going to say is the fact that
I
I've seen the groups you're in on Facebook. I've seen the sort of thing you follow. I've seen the sort of like online culture you're invested in, and it's exactly like I feel like this kind of culture is exactly what would big up this kind of like political movement, which is why I think you're more invested in it.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, but okay. So going back to something you
But
said
this is
earlier,
actually
though. No,
interesting.
hang on. Oh, fucking
I mean,
hell,
of
BLM
course,
wasn't-
wait, no,
no,
let me
but- no,
bring
hang
it
on.
Let me
It's okay.
No, wait.
No, hang on.
These
Before
sound
you
bites
say
are
it.
amazing.
Yeah, let
These
me
sound-
rephrase what I meant to say there, right? I'm being very interested in this, and that's why I'm being very engaging in it.
You've always been interested in stocks, I've noticed.
No, I'm being interested in this.
But why?
This
Wait, no, wait.
game.
No, but
is
why this
like,
one specifically? Genuinely.
Well, it's just, I don't know. It's just interesting.
But you've said which
I
parts?
watched.
Have you always been interested in?
You're not very political, and this is quite political.
Which part have you always been interested in, though?
I don't know. Yeah, because you were just arguing earlier on that people just doing it for funny, and that's
but it's still political.
Yeah. But
No,
it's
can I
also
go back
funny.
to something you said
No,
earlier
people
on?
are just doing it funny, but that's not why you only support it because it's funny.
No,
Otherwise you'd be... Well, exactly, that's what I mean. So you don't just support it because it's funny, you see something deeper in it?
I see something deeper, but
What do you see then? That's my question. What is this
I've
movement?
already went through this.
What's attracted you to this movement?
What attracted me to this movement is because it's like the whole idea of Redditors actually getting together to actually do something.
Gamers rising up.
It's
No,
quite
it's-
interesting to see. What I'm actually really invested in.
Gamers rising
Connor.
up.
No.
That's
What
the
I'm
point
finding,
you just made.
what I find it really interesting is how social media can really create something big like this and completely.
Yeah, BLM didn't do that.
This isn't big.
Oh, it's quite big.
No,
Um,
BLM,
It's big
that
in
is what
certain
BLM did.
communities.
As soon as that video was posted online, that is when
And
the
other videos
BLM
as
protests
well, yes.
spiked up. Yes.
Mhm.
So what's different? You've said it's because people on social media came together, but what's the difference here?
The reason why I didn't really
Actually,
comment much on
BLM is better because they actually brought it in real life instead of posting
Like,
about it on an anonymous account.
Yeah,
Protest.
and they burn down cities
Yeah,
to prove
the-
their point.
Yeah, they didn't just sit going,
Yeah,
haha,
and I'm not
I'm a
saying that as a
mushroom
negative
growing in the
fact,
dark.
in fact, I actually did share stuff about BLM as well on my Facebook.
No,
Sharing
that's
stuff on your
again, man,
Facebook
fuck
is not
me.
a political
Oh
statement.
my god. Is this for real?
Because I
You went through the motions here. So the first one was, well, look, BLM was big. I mean, BLM was really respected and successful because corporations supported it, which is like exactly, like completely.
And then you went back
diametrically
on that.
opposed to
see
the-
why this is relevant though. I don't see why you pinpoint.
You know,
BLM.
when you've run out of points in an argument, when you start arguing about the argument.
Move closer.
To be fair, I do understand where Connor's coming from with the whole sharing things on Facebook because it is little things that can help a big movement.
Oh no, of course.
Like,
Well,
fair
no,
enough
yeah,
not
no,
going
but-
to protest.
Well,
Like,
no, obviously you share things. I don't personally, but I don't think that should be your only point. Like,
But if you
no,
shared
no,
it,
no,
it's
no.
like-
But it's like it does contribute to the protest, to
no,
the
no,
whole
yeah,
movement.
definitely.
When
But,
obviously
but if
we
somebody
couldn't-
says you're
in the
inactive,
UK,
you
we
can't
could
just
get
go, well, I
very
shared
involved.
one
Yeah.
post.
Yeah.
Because I think the issue with this is more of it's sort of an association thing where it's fine to share things on Facebook. That's a totally foul thing to do. But
It's
the
good
fact
to
that
bring attention.
yeah, it's the
to
fact
it,
that a
definitely.
lot of people who do that. I think it's because we know people, or we have known people
Some.
personally, who
An
do-
American who's a cunt, but
yeah, and also Maisie,
oh yeah, yeah.
who fucking will share things and are really just like horrible people.
Well, no,
who
when
don't
you
give a
meet them
shit.
personally, they don't care at all.
Yeah.
A lot of people join with the whole craze of it.
Well, yeah, it's
Like-
a trend.
Yeah,
I
like
hate-
sharing
I
so
don't
many
like,
things.
No, like, I don't like using the term, but it is virtue.
Yeah, it is a real
Well, yeah,
way of
yeah,
virtue
well, yeah,
signaling.
it's
Like,
It's
people
an
do
actual
that.
example.
When like middle class white fucking dickheads do it, then
Oh
you
yeah,
know, and then also just don't like care about talk about it and all that.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. When it is important, and then you'll choose this one. I don't know. This is not a movement to get like sort of enamored by. I don't think
it's not like a gotcha like you're racist. It's like
Yeah,
just
no, we're
a-
not saying
It
you're
really
racist.
did seem like
Nah, it's not
No,
what I
but
mean.
that's not
I mean,
what
no,
I'm saying.
I
I'll
think
be
racist
honest,
is
I
no,
have been
no, it just
interested
well,
in
no.
the idea of actually getting into stocks in the future. When I was learning it
Insane.
through business finance, I actually found it quite interesting learning about the stuff like bonds and shares and stocks
Right,
as well.
fair, but Connor, it wasn't a gotcha racist moment. It was just
That's
like
why
No,
it's really,
no,
I'm really
we're
invested
just
in that.
pointing
No, but
out the
that's your own
hypocrisy
fault
of
if you feel
every
that
point you're making about that is it can be applied to any other movement. But the points you've gave for liking this specific movement, you're saying like, you know, this is why I like it. You know, this is why it's
Well, I'll
this
give
is
you-
why
I'll
this
give you-
no, hang on, this is why this movement is set apart from every other. But these things have been seen in other movements that
haven't
are
said that
actually
it's set
more
apart from
socially
others.
important. You're saying that the reason you've been invested in this one rather than something like BLM, and you've gave you reasons, but all of these reasons apply to BLM. You have like the
Surely
reasons you
this
gave are
movement's
very
unique.
vague.
Well,
You said
If
that
you
you've,
want
that
to-
you've had a long-term interest in this, but then you can't say what the long-term interest is. I've never heard you being interested in stocks before. This is the first time I've ever heard of it.
that's
I
right.
do. Back with Connor, he has been talking about it for a while, like saying that he's going to get into stocks.
That's fair, I suppose.
To know you're gonna get into stocks.
Yeah, but
I will say he has
That's
been
fair.
saying
like
that.
that.
And
That's why I said in the future.
And the reason why he might be interested in it is because it is related to gaming, which he's
It's not
interested
because-
in.
Oh, yeah,
No, but I'm saying that as like a...
Well, it is a game.
Yeah.
It's
It
a
is not.
game.
I understand the
But
kind
But
of
the
thing
reason
being
why
like
I'm not
game
interested in
horizon.
it is because I'm not interested in gaming. I don't understand it, but I was fully passionate about BLM.
Yeah.
So that's why people might like it. Is because it's something that they're passionate about.
It's just something to think about when it comes to your sort of priorities when it comes to looking into political things. Because it's not a political movement, but it is related certainly to politics. And I think it's just something that you
It's
think
not a
about.
socially political movement.
Well, yeah,
Really.
definitely.
It's
not.
something to think about.
Very, very vaguely, if you want to talk about like the rich and the super rich,
Mhm.
but it's not really a
But
social
like
movement.
oh fuck, I forgot.
You know, people aren't dying as a result of it.
No, people aren't dying. No, like people killing, people dying. So you know.
The middle class might run out of food.
Yeah, but they're not really. They're not changing.
And I
the
have
world.
to shop that
I don't
Aldi
think you have to
instead
change
of
about
No.
every movement.
No, they'll have to
But
go to like Asda or something.
it's
Oh, Marks
like-
and Spencer's.
It's not my type of thing. And you start realising that when they become really like sad about it. They do.
And when it
Really
becomes like a
It is
a
going to
Twitter
die
moment.
off, and you just
quick.
got to see.
No, it
No,
feels
they will
like
be
a Twitter
clawing.
moment. Yeah, it
You'll
feels like
just see them on that subreddit clawing for the attention again. Guys, look, we
Yeah.
can get it back. We
Yeah.
can bring it back up because the trend will pass like every other trend
it
does.
feels like a blue checkmark opinion. For some reason, it feels like somebody's kicked this off with their blue checkmark opinion on Twitter, and then it's just like cascade down to everything else. And
I get where you come
Thinking
from.
they're
For
gonna
instance,
destroy
you
the
saw it with Trump and
they've done, yeah, of course, they've
and
done the exact
Paul,
same thing with Trump.
4chan, but 4chan in general, really.
Mhm.
Like with the whole, remember, he will not divide us.
Oh,
He
yeah.
asked
Yeah, I
about
remember
Shia
that.
Yeah,
LaBeouf.
this is actually very similar.
No, I
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's very similar, except minus like the.
The contexts are different, but I
Right-wing
think the
politics.
sort of energy band movement's very similar.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, Wallstreetbets isn't just used by Redditors, it's used by a lot of people who use 4chan as well. So there's a lot of 4chan culture within Wallstreetbets. And I can see something like this happen again. It will happen, like, let's say every like year or so.
No, probably not. I don't
Probably
know.
not
I
even
find it
every year or so.
unlikely.
You do
It's
know,
not especially
you do know
since-
this whole GameStop thing didn't just happen out of nowhere. It's
Obviously,
been
no.
brewing for
When
2
I
years.
had a brew for 2 years
Yeah.
because of GameStop's.
No, but
And
now
GameStop
that
stock price
now
fall.
there's going to be now that this has happened once, there's going to be limits on them being able to do it again. It's going to be significantly harder for them to repeat
Which
this
is a shit.
successfully.
And well, yeah,
Well,
Which
this is
I'm
where
not
the
saying
team
is
comes.
no, which is not why I'm not saying that's a good thing. But you know, these, as you said, these are it's ultra rich people's money at stake. I don't think
I
it's going to
think
be allowed
it's
to happen
really down
again
to
easily.
making the stock market a lot more fairer. And
You'll never make the stock market fair.
Well, no, because-
literally by nature, kind of the stock market is unfair to the majority of society.
The house always wins.
no, but
kind of, but
have
not
you
just
not
that.
seen what's? I mean, like I
The-
said
the-
it earlier
the-
on, you
no,
will
kind of
see.
the stock market is a genuine, just another arm of oppression. Of course it is. It's a lie told to you. It's a lie told to you. Oh, you can be just like me. Keep you hoping. Keep on going for that rush.
It's the casino of the
Bullshit.
American dream.
Well, yeah,
it's
it
just
is.
bullshit.
Wall Street is just a casino.
Not just. It doesn't matter if it's just a casino. It's not any fucking organic sort of great thing where you can make Wall Street fair. It's never going to be fair. How can Wall Street or the stock market ever be fair?
it'll always be for at least mildly rich people who can afford
No,
to.
but the
lose
stock
money.
market actually holds a place as something that's actually quite necessary.
Well, no,
Why is it
no,
necessary?
it is necessary
Yeah,
in
yeah.
our economy.
No, I'd just like to hear from him. Though.
Well, because it grants businesses like funds to be able to actually like.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, like they could be a public company or they could be a private company. It's how they
Right, so what
wanted
is-
to control their stocks. Not every business has to, if they want to start selling stocks, has to do publicly.
No, I know they don't. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so let's ignore the business element of it though. What about individual people who want to invest in the stock market? Why is it important for individuals?
Because a lot of people, I think it's just it's a hobby. A lot of stock markets, they say it's a hobby.
But
really.
you've said that this is like an oppression issue.
If it's a
But
hobby,
now
then
you're saying it's a
not.
hobby. If it's a hobby, it's not oppression.
No, but it also like it can also have a lot more effects than just, stomping on a hobby.
What do
I
you
mean,
mean?
this is literally managing this is a large portion of the economy.
No, but I'm talking about individuals, not the business aspect. We're talking about with this whole thing, this whole movement. A lot of it has been the rights of individuals after what's the platform? Robinhood has stopped them from being able to buy further stocks, right? So what we're talking about here is the individuals. So surely, if this is an oppression movement and a movement for a more fairer stock exchange or whatever, there must be something deeper for individuals than it's just a hobby.
Well, yeah.
Well, do you believe that a poor person can become rich through the stock market or something like that?
Well, it is possible, yeah, but it's.
I will
It's a
pay
lot
you to
harder.
find me somebody like a large group of people who've actually achieved that though.
Yeah, Connor.
It's very difficult.
So how would you like it to be fairer?
It's not even possible, really.
How would you like it to be
I
fairer
can't
to the
think of-
individual?
I can't think of any mega rich person who was actually poor at any point in their lives, unless they were entertainment or musician, film actress, whatever, director.
I mean, the fundamental thing of the stock market is that it's a way for people who have money to make more money by virtue of them already having money.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't. Yeah, I mean,
Because
you can
money gives you money.
yeah.
Money makes money. It
Yeah,
just
it's
does.
like
That's-
But Connor, what I said before, how would you like it to be fairer at the people, to the individual, to the amateur, who's wanting to invest in stocks, maybe up the wealth a little bit.
Average Joe.
How would it be fairer? What is this movement pushing for? What do you think it should be achieving?
Actually, yeah. What are the fucking bullet points of this movement?
What's the manifesto?
Okay, no, but
Yeah,
but,
well,
Alan,
if
what's
you
the
wanna make a movement,
how
then go
how
on
to
the
make it
manifesto.
fairer on the
It's
people?
going to make it fairer because if you're saying Robinhood's completely stopped, any
Yeah, but this is something new. This is a new challenge to face and not a historic one.
What do you mean?
This is right. I'm saying why is this movement being created? What are the aims of it? Obviously it's to make it fair, to make it or something like that to the amateur or the individual who want or not super mega rich. The thing with Robinhood
Well, it
preventing
actually
trading
originally
has only
started-
just happened.
Yeah, it really. Do you want to? The original part, point of this movement, actually wasn't just a movement. They just wanted to create their own little hedge fund.
Okay, so then this has developed into a movement. You said that this is a social movement.
No, they were basically fighting fire with fire. That's what they were doing.
No, you said this is now a movement.
They saw the
right?
bully tactics in which Melvin Capital were actually doing on GameStop. And of course they didn't like it. They thought they were just abusing an already dying company to.
But you've just said that the stock market is necessary to the economy. Surely a part of the stock market is that businesses that fail have their stocks removed, which pressures businesses to do better, so that they will have more stocks invested. So surely, So surely a business dying off and people selling their stocks from business is a natural part of the stock exchange.
It doesn't make it right, though.
No, I'm not saying it makes it right, but you're saying that that the stock market is necessary and things like that. So what would the alternative be for people to do when a business is dying? Because if you're saying it's necessary to the economy, things like that, what's the alternative? What exactly is proposed to change it? This is surely a natural part of the stock of the stock exchange as it is.
I feel like. My point of view, I can't speak for everyone in the Wallstreetbets or anything like that. Of course I couldn't.
Right.
But you're the face of it.
Oh, I'm the face of it now, I say, right.
I've heard some corporations are supporting
Yeah.
Wallstreetbets now, so
Yeah.
it's
How
organic.
about though? What's the alternative?
It's not so much. There's an alternative.
So what
I
is
think
this trying to
personally-
change?
Personally, the change I'd like to see is just stopping short selling. I think it's.
Well, I don't know how you would stop that though.
Through this.
I think short selling it might be illegal. I don't know if short selling in particular is illegal, but I know market
There'd be
manipulation.
loopholes.
Yeah, well, market manipulation is technically illegal, but it's basically impossible to stop people from doing it.
Yeah.
So, especially what you have with like high frequency trade and shit like that. Which
That's true.
Because
It's
if
like-
there's
No,
no
that means- it
if
just
there's no
means
clear
that.
solution, then it's a whole movement for nothing.
Well, I don't know.
Because the stock market is
Actually,
inherently a
I'd say-
horrible
I'd
place.
say-
This
I'd
is
say-
bound to
Hey,
happen.
What the Redditors are doing is actually quite shit for GameStop, you know? It's quite... It's,
long run, probably.
yeah, of course it's good.
It's gonna die with or without people selling stocks from it.
Well, if
And
they
I
wanted to
will-
save GameStop, they should have bought games from fucking GameStop.
Yeah, that would have drove the price up surely more than anything else. And also, you do realise the only casualties here are going to be working class people because they're going to lose jobs. The CEOs, the owners, whatever, I doubt they're going to actually lose significant money. I imagine they have other businesses.
Melvin,
Sure,
they were
Melvin
manipulating GameStop's position for their own personal gain.
Mm-hmm.
What Redditors thought it'd be funny to do would be why don't we just fight fire? Well, why don't they fight fire with fire? Yeah, that's. I'm putting myself in the shoes of a person who's done all this.
Melvin!
The thing is, you said Melvin fucking hedge fund. Did you see that was a character of Ice Age of Madagascar?
Madagascar.
Because it is.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Melvin's
Melvin
the giraffe?
Zebra. No.
Melvin the zebra! No, do you remember that
That's
scene
mad.
from Madagascar 2 when fucking Gloria gets in the
In the stock
fucking
market.
mud bath with the fucking funky hippo?
Funky hippo.
With the funky pigeon?
With Moto. With Mabutu Seko, yeah.
Come say, you know what I mean?
No, but I was thinking like Alvin and Chipmunks, like Melvin. Is Alvin. You know what I mean?
Oh, right, and he's like a giraffe.
Melvin! Like that. No, he's not a giraffe, he's a fucking lion.
Right, let's finish.
A lion!
Let's finish my point here, right?
Oh, well,
So then we're fighting fire with fire.
Fighting fire with Melvin.
fighting fire with fire with fire.
Fire with fire. It's basically showing to the government how
The government.
The government?
oh yeah, like the US
The stock government.
No, it's not. It's not doing anything. What do you fucking
No,
mean?
wait, let me explain.
It's shown to the government.
Now this
Let's-
escalated. Let me
let's-
explain
point.
that it's morally. What do you say? It's morally unjust for them to actually manipulate GameStop. It's
yeah,
unfair.
No,
yeah.
If
It's morally unjust
Why-
in, like,
why
like
shouldn't-
in a capitalist setting. You know what I mean? Like,
why shouldn't
you know, I don't really care,
Redditors
though.
do the same to actually fuck over the original manipulators?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
To prove a point that this whole manipulation shouldn't be happening at all.
I don't think that-
No, but
Going
this
back,
is
going
just.
back to the
But
point.
that's just the stock.
No,
That
I
is
feel
just
like
the
that's
stock
their
market,
point.
though.
That is their point.
GameStop was already
They're
down.
using the same tactics as Melvin Capital to prove a point that this shouldn't short selling shouldn't be such
and I'm
a thing.
sure it will be until next Thursday.
Well, I don't know, but like I said, EOC and Ted Cruz both agree.
Oh wait, fuck off!
Yeah,
Ted
I know,
Cruz.
like,
Yes,
the
Ted Cruz agreed.
Yeah, but Connor, Ted Cruz is already
President of the
Yeah,
United
I know, but
States and First Lady.
Ted Cruz is
Like-
so unbelievably irrelevant. He will not even get another shot at being
EOC's
president.
not even that relevant.
Yeah,
I'm
EOC's a
saying
small
that-
politician.
She's not got a lot of power at all. She can't
very
really do
famous
much.
on
Both
social media.
sides are
No,
like
she's-
agreeing on this.
Well, Ted. I
Well,
think Ted
one
Cruz
seems,
and
I haven't
have
seen
Ted
all
Cruz
of
and EOC agreed on something before.
Yeah, they have. It was on term limits for senators, I think.
Yeah, like it doesn't got both sides of the aisle support.
Yeah, when
These are
one
small
Republican
voices.
senator and one Democrat House member agree on something, that doesn't mean it's
Oh, yeah,
bipartisan.
no,
Anything's
but-
going to come from it.
Yeah.
There's
And
potential.
Plus,
Elon
most
Musk.
Republicans would be against us.
Even
I
like
mean,
half
I mean, a lot of Democrats would be against us actually.
Yeah.
It's not gonna, and I mean, in the UK, I imagine it won't change our stock market practices either.
No.
The FTSE 100's not gonna completely just fucking all
Well,
that,
GameStop
and none
is
is
an
the
American
Dow Jones
company.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. That was Wallstreetbets.
Surely there was
So,
many,
Wall
many
Street
other
Bets
businesses out there that were having. What is a short seller? Like facing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same,
no,
the
but
same
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So why not? I don't know. It's just I do find it.
Well,
a
no,
bit
I
confusing
kind
in
of
the
blame
first
them for
place,
not helping
but it's
every
like-
business. It's impossible.
No, it's not that. I'm just saying.
What I
that
can blame them
it's-
for is now they've got GameStop by the balls and go, right, GameStop, you change your game practices and we'll continue investing.
Well, yeah, I don't see how it's a
But they won't do
genuine movement because
Well,
it is
that-
just people
But
fucking about.
nothing
To be
can
honest.
really come
Trying to
from
be
this
funny.
because it's
Yeah.
so unorganised. You know,
Right.
They can't make an organised set of demands to a company that they kind of control the stock of, because they don't have any kind of leadership or any.
Well, yeah,
anyone-
it's just
Also, a
it's
couple
two bank
thousand
robbers,
people are not
basically.
a couple thousand people coming together it with basically pennies compared to the people who are the actual kind of enemy in the situation. Nothing's gonna happen. Nobody. Right.
Would you just like to see something happen though?
I don't like the stock market. Yes, but I don't think this is gonna do anything.
Would absolutely love to see the stock
I
market.
think
What would
it's
you
gonna
like to
just
see
die off.
happen?
Oh well, yeah. Look, the only.
Get your own damn stock market, you fucking white bitch!
No, but like, what do? You fucking just. I mean, I would say, you know, as the honest truth. I mean, the only way you can approach the stock market is genuinely just ransack.
I think it's integral. I think it has its place. But
Great. No, Connor. It has its place in this society, but I don't particularly. You know, we're not doing anything political.
Alright. Yeah.
Are we still going?
Yeah, it's not
Alright. We're done with Wall Street bets now.
technical error.
A technical error, you know, what happens and
Well,
all that
there's-
shit.
yeah, your mum was.
Caleb, reintroduce us to the world.
You know how it is. It's you need to start again.
Yeah, I think what we were going to talk about next, I'm just bringing this off the top of my head because that was our main topic. We're going to go around and everyone's going to name the type of music or band or musician they despise the most. Start with Aaron and then we'll go around this way.
Alright, let's see. There are plenty of genres that I don't like. I'm not a big fan of like metal in general. I hate Nightcore. Like Nightcore's fucking garbage. Do you like Nightcore?
I used to
Oh,
listen
fuck
to no. Everyone,
Oh.
when there was like 14, used to listen to it like anime music.
Yeah.
Nah,
But I don't have like a personal hatred of any of them. I have a very personal hatred for emo. Sorry, Ruby. You know, I genuinely.
Disgusting,
but I
despicable.
fucking-
Everyone's gonna
sitting
gang
in-
up on me.
when I'm in-
I already
Alright,
know
when
it.
When she's
Nah,
playing
mine's
her
not
music,
emo.
when she's playing all her music, it's
Alright, no. I need to cut in for whatever you're saying.
What?
The fucking shit you listen
Yeah,
No, but
your
wait,
music
wait,
is
no,
pretty
wait,
crap.
No, wait until we get around because I've thought of another
fair
question
enough,
for the next
I
one.
just-
Nobody judge anybody's music taste right now.
to. Alright, okay.
Alright, nobody judge it.
I am judging it, I'll just do
But
it quietly.
if somebody hates like, a really good genre, then we'll judge it. But if
I'll just wait until it's my turn.
no,
Okay.
but right, nobody judge anybody's music taste because the next idea will be related to that. So yours is
emo music. I
emo
hate
music,
it
okay.
partly because
That is
it's,
a bit vague though.
I mean, I can name some specific bands.
Alright, yeah, name some
specifically
bands.
ones that I saw in emo phase when I was a teenager.
So
I
you've been in there.
I've been in
yeah,
there.
and
I
yeah,
listen to like Pierce the Veil.
Perfect.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh.
No,
Perfect.
fucking horrible, right?
Oh.
Bands like that, and they are. When I listen to them now, they are unbelievable. I think they're fucking disgustingly horrible.
Yeah.
Right,
I don't like the aesthetic. It's
I
not just the way the music
sorry.
sounds. The
Yes,
aesthetic,
it's
the style.
It's
the genre
intensely
really.
repetitive. It's extremely whiny.
Very repetitive.
Yeah, Oh,
it's
I
so
agree with that. 'Cause what I was going to say
good.
is every time you play it, I'll put my earphones in, I'll take my earphones out
Connor.
afterwards, and it'll be a different song, but it sounds exactly the same.
Turn the lights on.
Is
No,
that a
but
song?
Yeah, see,
By
it
who?
was
sleep
yesterday.
with sirens.
Yesterday,
Oh.
see, yesterday she was playing a song, and I thought it was 5 Seconds of Summer, right?
It was My Chemical Romance.
Yeah,
How
you
could you
can't-
get
Oh,
confused?
You
no.
cannot mix, and it was Teenagers by My Chemical Romance.
Hold on.
You can't mix
I was
those
proper
up, though.
vibing to it, and it looked at me. Is
No,
this
I
5
do
seconds
know-
of
I do-
summer?
I would recognise that song. I would
Yeah,
recognise Teenagers.
definitely.
I mean,
I'll
Teenagers
recognise
is
that all day.
it's
an
not for
iconic
me,
shit
right?
song.
I'm not a big fan of My Chemical Romance, but
Oh.
yeah, I'm not a fan at all actually. But yours is Pierce the Veil,
And
pop,
I will.
punk,
I
minimal.
want to fucking mention just one thing. I know you like them, and
Who?
they're fucking hell. Falling in Reverse. Are
I love
fucking
Falling in
awful.
Reverse.
Not only is their music shit, and also I'm fairly certain the lead singer beat his wife.
Yeah, he's a wife, but he went to
yeah.
prison for like 4 years
Right.
for
Yeah,
it.
but I suppose that is a
Actually-
bit unfair because we like some musicians that are terrible.
No,
in
but
personal
it's
life.
just like I abandon my principles when I don't like something. So I just want to show there's an extra layer to.
I don't think we could play this.
I won't play it. I'll just fucking
'Cause
show you
like-
the video.
I know we get hardly any views, but YouTube like automatically copyright shit.
Right.
So
So there's an extra layer to the emo aesthetic of Falling in Reverse, because not only are they fucking emo, fucking ad wire, but they also pretend to be in the hood,
And it fucking
No, but here's the
No,
thing.
you
Ronnie,
take the piss.
here's the thing. Ronnie Radke from Fall in Reverse used to do that type of music.
but,
That's
like-
why he
but, like,
tries
he's
to
not
do
like
it.
a
Wait, what
hood
type
No,
guy.
he's
of
He's
music?
not
like rap music because, but people shit on him now saying that he's not good at rap, this sort of thing. That's why he does it, to piss people off. Who says
No,
it? And
but-
like, if you look at his tweets, he turns around and goes,
Like-
I'm good at rap.
Right.
Apparently.
No, come on,
You
no.
can't say this on the podcast. But you have
He's
to.
so
We're looking at an image.
Oh
So
my God.
attractive.
We're looking at an image of like just
Ronnie
tattooed-
Radke.
Tattooed Ronnie you?
Radke.
Well,
Right.
good girls, bad guys.
Right. No,
Yeah,
no. Oh,
it's
I've seen this
good.
song.
It's good.
Oh,
It's
really
one of the
bad.
best songs.
No, right, and he's just surrounded by like you
He's
know.
got two hood gentlemen next
Yeah,
to him.
yeah. No, but that's what it's meant to be.
Yeah, that's what they are. They're like they're sitting outside of a house in like the projects, you know. these are,
Yeah,
like,
they're in
random guys.
Compton, California, you
Yeah,
know.
and they're like, they got gold chains, they got baseball caps, the stereotypical sort of like hood guys.
Yes.
And then right in the middle of them is fucking Ronnie Radke, who's in all black and has emo hair and has fucking like emo tattoos.
Yeah, but that's why it's funny. That's why
No,
he's
it
doing
is
it.
I think he'd be
but it's
wrong.
fucking horrible.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
he's
think-
doing
I
it,
think
though.
he would be lynched.
No, and I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
no,
I fucking say it's
no,
fine.
I just think that looks fucking daft. That looks daft.
Yeah, well
Right?
done.
He looks like a terrorist.
Yeah. He looks like
You know,
he's-
like if you're in Sunday, right, and you hear some blatant, it looks like a terrorist, and you see some blatant, fucking American, right? You'd assume, somebody's gonna nick off them there
Yeah.
because they're just tourists.
Mm.
If you hear, you know what I mean, and he just looks like he's sitting there.
In Sunderland.
No, but like he just looks like he's not.
He just-
It just looks like he's not meant to be there, and it might be a joke, but nah, it seems really off base.
It's
It's,
based off who he was, what he used to
Black.
do. No, but like the type of
No, I
music,
get
the
it.
type
It's
of
like
like
exercise.
person he
just,
was.
The aesthetics just clash so
Right, yeah.
hard, and that it's
No,
not
they
funny.
do, yeah. So that's yours. You don't like emo music. I think that's pretty much universally agreed across us, except from Ruby. Nobody's a big fan of emo music.
I used to listen to emo music.
Well, that's
Avenged
unsurprising.
Sevenfold.
But right, what is your most hated genre or band or musician, etc.?
I'd probably say emo because
Emo as well.
it just hurts my ears.
What you find it just unappealing on just the sound level. Just
Like I can only if there's like any emo I can listen to, it's and I'm gonna say them the proper shit, right? But I can only listen to Avenged Sevenfold purely because of nostalgia.
they're not
purposes.
emo. I'd say they're more death metal, heavy metal.
They have
It
some
still
songs
comes
that
under
are a
like the
bit emo.
category kind of
They have a
thing.
few songs.
The
that
broad
These categories
category.
are really vague. Like
Because there's like you've got like pop punk, metal,
Yeah, and that's
screamo,
arguably-
deathcore, like stuff
Death
like
metal.
that.
I love
Yeah,
that
you
kind
got
of
stuff
album.
like
The
that.
album
yeah, I know they all come under one umbrella, but why don't you choose?
The album Back Country.
No,
is
maybe
really
you
emo.
two should choose a more specific genre though, because emo's really big.
I'll say,
like,
I guess I think the bands I listed are like sort of more like pop punk emo. Like
yeah,
bass, they'll
I'd
sing
say
the
they are.
sides,
Yeah. So
fuck
yours
that.
is yours the same pop punk emo, or is it like
Yeah.
death metal? Is a pretty horrid one if you want to.
I love it. Such like
it-
angry
like,
songs.
It just
What do you
sounds
like,
like
Slipknot?
it literally
I
just
like
screams
Slipknot.
to
I
the
love
point
Slipknot.
of it.
Psychosocial, best song.
I
Yeah.
get Slipknot. Right. So yours is pop punk emo. Any specific bands that just like fucking make you angry, or you just don't want to
Put
listen
you
to?
to back. I forgot what they're called again. Panic at the Disco back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like more pop punk.
What that song was again? I write sins, not tracks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
like-
good.
oh,
Okay,
They
yeah.
play that at the club all the time.
at the club.
Key Club. That's what they play it.
Oh, right. They
Yeah.
got one of
as
these
well.
at the club.
At the club.
When they played
We're
at the
playing at the
club,
club.
what do you mean? Alright, so they played at Indie. I never heard that in Indie.
Oh, upstairs in there.
I just
play
see
all the time.
the
Yeah,
two
upstairs
Kanye
Indie,
West
though.
songs. Oh no, yeah, they would have played upstairs Indie. And K Club obviously because it's.
I like
emo
Panic at the
music
Disco when I
anyways.
was 14, but I didn't like that song.
It's proper funny.
It's
Panic at
it's
the
a bit
Disco.
I
cringe.
hate
It's
that
a bit cringe.
Right, so
One
you are Panic at the Disco. You hear them?
I am Panic at the Disco.
Yeah, you are Panic at the Disco. It's only one. It's a one guy.
It's
band,
one
isn't it?
person. It's fucking what's his name? Brendan Urie.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
did
one
an
person.
entire college essay like about Brandon Urie.
Fuck
Oh.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, you took it too far.
Health and social care.
So how could you link it to the?
Because we had to do about celebrity, kind of like the trauma that they've been through. So I did.
What's wrong
I did
with you,
him.
Arthur? Did he get called a name?
I can't even remember now. Like he's like someone died or something. I don't even know. I can't remember.
I feel like all those
His
heavy
mum
metal
didn't
pop
read
punk
him a good
bands.
night story.
No,
What?
all
His
them.
mum didn't read him a good
No,
night story.
All them bands all know. All them frontrunners of the bands all know somebody who's died in the same genre. Like Linkin
Yeah.
Park, Soundgarden. You know, they were dropping off like flies. Mine is the best one personally, and is an actual specific genre, and it's post-grunge. Is by far the most despicable, disgusting, shit genre imaginable. You got fucking Bush, alright?
George, yeah.
Yeah. No, but Foo Fighters are up there with some of the worst music ever produced, and it's largely because it preceded a fairly decent genre, grunge, in the 90s. And then you've got like, has anyone listened to Creed?
Oh, listen, are they a fucking Christian grunge
Yeah,
band?
yeah, they're Christian post-grunge.
My fucking brother likes Creed. Oh god, yeah.
Fuck yeah, Creed make me fucking cringe and get so angry listening because it's so bad. They're all trying to still harp on that Kurt Cobain shit, and you know, even Soundgarden shit.
Listen to Puddle of Mud.
Eddie Vedder. What?
Puddle of Mud.
I've heard of Puddle of Mud.
Puddle of Mud, I like that as well. Puddle of Mud, I like aping on Nirvana so fucking hard. It's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah,
He even
no,
tries to sort of get
Try
the
to
same
do the
voice.
voice, yeah. No, they all try to copy and pivot off an actual good musician.
Mhm.
And that's all it is. That's all that genre is. It's just carrying on something that died in the 90s.
Mhm.
It died in 1994. Nobody cared about fucking grunge music past then. But actually people do, because Foo Fighters are fucking insanely popular. I mean, Foo Fighters are arguably more big than Nirvana was.
Well, yeah, by
Which
now
is
they're probably.
just saddening, to be honest.
Mhm.
You know, you've got basically like fucking the worst musician out of Nirvana, the one that nobody cared about, Pat Smear. You've just got these fucking really cringy music videos to couple up with it on the songs. Like their
God,
music
the
videos
fucking- the
are
Pretender, the
actually
Red Paint.
oh yeah,
fucking
no,
everyone.
there goes
Oh,
my
yeah,
hero.
Fire.
Yeah,
Oh,
it took grunge, which was this sort of very. It was
A genuine anti-establishment.
Yeah, and it turned it into like cock rock, where it's just like,
Yes, no,
oh
it-
yeah,
yeah,
I love being angry.
they turned it into like because I mean you could argue some Nirvana videos have got comedic elements to it, but in the fucking Foo Fighters ones, they're trying to do comedy but failing so bad. It's like, oh look, one of the band members is dressed as a woman and he has to save him from those.
Oh, and then they did the what fucking scene did they rip off? Was it fucking with the chainsaw and Everlong?
Evil Dead.
Evil
Oh
Dead.
yeah. Oh, it's so cringeworthy. That's one of the biggest problems. And plus, like, Dave Grohl's a shit musician. He never was good. He was good at drums.
And
that's it.
he's also, I think you can call the Foo Fighters like the birth of post grunge.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the whole start of that was just fucking horribly unethical and fucking just really sad, to be honest,
Yeah.
of just trying to monetize Kurt Cobain's death.
Well, that's what all these post-grunge bands, especially Foo Fighters, got elevated to such fame for, because they were people who know somebody who just recently died, and it was so easy because it's like, oh look, that drummer from Nirvana has made a band and like his mate died, so let's watch him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it'd be a lot like him because they're in the same band. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I mean let's buy his records. It's whatever. Let's make him big. Let's put him on MTV. That's the sort of idea that sprung up behind it, and it was just bad shit. Extra shout to mumble rap.
Aye.
Mumble or fucking trap.
Hmm.
Trap rap is
Or gangster rap.
Gangster rap.
Gangster rap, for example.
I don't mind gangster rap, but what?
White rap.
Oh, Eminem. Actually, you know what? I hate Foo Fighters, but Eminem is so unbelievably bad. Like,
I
no,
think the fans
no, like-
have also ruined it with Eminem.
no, but it's not just the fans. Like Eminem's recent music, you know, I don't like Eminem's early music. I think it's fucking terrible, really, really shit. But his recent music, like Kamikaze,
Music to be murdered by.
no, it's honestly. If you listen to the album, you can't believe it's genuine. You think it's been made by somebody who doesn't know music, who's never ever made an album before. It sounds like a first time 16-year-old kid rapping on SoundCloud and making it over the top of his head. And Eminem's just a cringe person anyways. He's a terrible person. So
Marshall Mathers.
no, not a big fan of Eminem personally. What about you?
Right, I'm
Solid.
gonna do my shout out first, right? So my shout out goes to fucking annoying teenagers who drop out of sixth form or college or whatever and decide that they're going to make a career on SoundCloud rap.
Oh right, yeah. No,
It's very specific,
annoy
but
me, though.
I fucking hate them. No, it pisses me
they're
right
funny.
off. No, like, they're funny to laugh at and it makes us feel good about myself to not be that.
Yeah.
But, like, it just pisses off because I know, because a lot of them are, like, people that I knew of and just fucking I hate.
Oh,
them.
what was
I'm-
but Lil Reef? Like him.
Oh, Joe Garden. Yeah.
No, like no, but there's two I'm split between. Right? Can I in my conclusion can I take in fans
Yeah,
as part of the
yeah.
thing of why I hate them? Right? So
Anything-
I'm still split between two. Pop punk. I really fucking don't like pop punk, and I really, really, really don't fucking like K-pop. Like there is a special hatred in my
I think
heart.
K-pop's got more of
the
a moral
K-pop.
issue with it than it. Than
No,
else.
I have an
don't really
issue with
care
it
about the
all
music.
around because the music fucking just really pisses me
It's
off.
very
The
repetitive.
fans are the most like just I've never even seen a more annoying fan base than I have for K-pop. They're so like unbearably annoying. And have you seen the groups? Oh, the fucking groups of white girls who now do like the dances out in the streets and shit because they think they're K-pop
yeah.
stars. Oh, it
The
is
one good
embarrassing.
thing, I think K-pop
It's also
fans,
highly unethical.
I think K-pop fans, AOC got a lot of K-pop fans to buy out tickets at the Trump rally.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah, no.
But
I
K-pop
don't
itself
think she did that though. Somebody
think
just,
she
no,
actually
somebody
tried.
made a
I
TikTok.
Yeah,
I
someone made
watched
TikTok being like, oh yeah, you can get you can
You
get
can do it
these
for
seats
free
for free.
if you put in your postcode. And
I
somebody
watched
made a
this,
TikTok which went viral.
I
That was
watched
what
this
happened.
documentary on K-pop and I got a newfound respect for it. I hate the music still. It's shit, but to be fair, K-pop's origins is quite cool. It originated in a time because, as he said, Korea was a dictatorship under the 1980s, and this K-pop was the liberalisation of South Korea started with something like K-pop. It started with young musicians, and what K-pop originally was rapping about the oppression from the state.
No,
It obviously developed into something different, but its origins of it are really respectable. And
No,
I
that
don't
is
mind that at all.
that is pretty cool. But I'm talking about it as it is now, and as it is now isn't like an anti-establishment kind of thing. The as it is now
No,
is
it is
big.
establishment.
Yeah,
It's
it's
one of Korea's
it's
biggest
corporations that massively exploit like young people. So they starve them. I think they're not allowed to go above the weight of 50 kilograms. I think it is, or else they can, or it could be
Which
less
is
than that
about,
actually.
like, half my weight.
They are worked to the point of exhaustion. They have to starve themselves. They're constantly under pressure. They don't have any free time. Every
Under
single no, they don't have like any aspect of their lives that isn't controlled. And then you just get these fucking like K-pop fans going like, oh, they're so fucking cool, thinking they're like Korean or something. And like completely ignoring all these horrible aspects of it, even though if you really cared about these people, you would actually you would try and say something about their treatment and try and stand up for them. It's like, oh no, everything about it must just be absolutely amazing.
No, you see
It's
the
just a
K-pop girls
level
and they are
of
dying.
ignorance. Yeah, they
They
are
look like they're
stick
dying.
thin. It's a
Plus they have
level
to
of
exercise
ignorance
for
that
hours
just
a day.
astounds me.
The concerts are really demanding.
It is like it's like a form of slavery because I'm fairly certain that the contracts
contracts
they're in
are
are really
stacked
strict.
against them, yeah.
Yeah, they can't really escape it either.
People have like fully fainted on stage because they've not
Yeah,
like, enough
people
sleep,
puke on
not
stage,
enough
stuff like
eat, yeah.
Yeah, suicide.
Yeah,
They commit suicide. I remember.
Yeah, I can imagine a couple of them have. Imagine a couple of them just died.
The actual music, I
Doesn't know.
suppose, it's annoying. It pisses off a bit because it's too
pop,
like
it's,
happy,
it's just
but
pop
it's
music though. to
it
be
is
fair.
just
I
Korean
think-
pop
I
music.
think the
As an
sound-
actual
Like, I don't
genre,
think
pop punk
anyone-
annoys us more.
I don't think anyone would name radio pop music as the most hated genre. Because why would it be? Genuinely,
Yeah,
like
true.
I don't get why it would be.
I hate pop music. I
No,
hate it
no.
with
I
passion.
generally speaking, if I've got the radio on, I'm fucking like, oh, this is shit. I'll always say that most songs that come out are good shit, but I can't like I don't hate it as much as most other genres that I have a dislike for. I have a dislike for it, but it's not a hatred.
If I'm talking about just the
Well,
music,
why
then
not?
pop punk. But
Well,
Why though?
Because I think there.
I'm
No, it's just because you said by
Why though?
No, it's the reason I have this hatred of pop music is because I think there is some elements of pop music I quite like. There's certain songs in the charts that I'm like, that's not
I
bad.
mean, Kanye's made pop music.
It's not detestable.
Mm.
Yeah, Kanye's definitely made pop music.
Yeah.
It's not detestable. It's not like there's something in what I name post grunge and pop punk and emo that just gets me angry.
I think there's
for
a
some
personal element to it. You know what I mean?
reason. Well, yeah,
especially
exactly,
with
yeah.
like something like post grunge.
Pop music doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Like, because pop music, I don't think pop music's personal to anyone really. It's
No.
just pop music.
It's
you know?
just it is literally just it's not a. It's not trying to. Pop music isn't trying to sell you something usually. It's trying to sell you
the music.
the music.
So,
But it's I don't know. I feel like certain other genres are trying to sell you something
Hmm.
other than music.
Yeah. Well, so other genres usually have more to them, and that like so like say emo music or even post-grunge has its own distinct aesthetic as well, whereas there isn't really
pop
aesthetic.
music doesn't have an aesthetic. It's just
It's
just
too broad.
Yeah, it's too broad. Yeah.
Move on.
You done yours?
Yeah.
Kale. What's your most
Kale has
hated?
good taste in music, so this is
Well, yeah, but I like a lot of music in lots of different genres. But I mean, like little bits from different genres, and there's not really many. Oh, right, I need to be more over here. Right. There's not really many that I don't. Well, no, actually, most of the ones that you've all said I
You
hate.
agree, yeah. Mhm.
But I also, well, I was gonna. It seems a lot less. I mean, it seems more tame compared to the other ones. I don't hate it as much as the ones that you've said,
Mhm.
but just indie music.
Alright, yeah, no, that's fair, yeah, of course.
It's just I don't know.
What in indie music? Like, what specific bands really fucking...
I don't know. It's just so
Obnoxious.
unoffensive. It's like
It's
I
not
mean,
though...
It's
not
like I don't know. They all just look the same.
Yeah, no,
They sound
indie
the
music.
same.
Indie music is atrocious. But the music in itself isn't offensive, but the fan base I find actually repulsive. Like the fan base for indie music, like indie music's fan base is far worse than. I mean, I'd actually say that it's far worse than pop punk or emo. I don't think they bother me much as a fan base. But
I
the
find
indie
indie
music-
fans more obnoxious and like
Oh yeah.
every girl I've ever
They
met
think
that's
the
like
music's
really
better.
yeah, if that's
Oh,
like
yeah, no, they-
Everyone
Oh,
else
yeah.
says.
I've heard them say at least once in their life, I'm not like the other girls.
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
It
They,
seems like
they,
really
they do
common
think
thread.
they're above you.
Yeah.
They do think they're better than you. Yeah, and indie music
I
usually
hadn't actually
attracts a certain
considered that
character.
one.
And obviously we're still fairly young. We're only 19, 20, so we still remember like school and sixth form. But
We're 1920.
no, we're only 19 and 20 years old, so we still remember school and sixth form and what the people who were there
Oh, yeah.
and people who liked indie music were just usually, I don't know, just terrible.
There are always people who have incredibly
Really
shallow taste in music, but
Oh,
think
yeah.
they have unbelievably good taste in music.
Oh,
Incredibly shallow taste in music.
yeah, what do you mean?
Just a funny way to put it.
That's
No,
true.
That's just
It's
how
true.
it is.
That's
Yeah,
right.
That was a
I find
great
like-
point, Rajesh. I really appreciate
Oh, they're just like Arctic monkeys.
it.
That's about it.
Out the monkeys and like fucking.
1975.
No, wait,
Oh.
no, Oasis,
Oh,
no,
nice.
it's not Arctic Monkey. The
90s.
main one is Oasis.
Oasis as well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, arguably, you throw the Stone Roses in there, but I like the Stone Roses.
Yeah, but there are good indie bands, like Mac DeMarco's indie, but like Mac
Yeah.
DeMarco's
Yeah.
Yeah, I like some indie songs. I just
But it's
don't
indie
like it
fans,
as a genre.
Yeah, I can't hate the full indie genre because it's really, really vague.
Yeah.
But there are certain elements I like, but you know, the ones that rise to the top are usually the worst. So like the Smiths,
No,
are just shit. Like the Smiths are so fucking shit.
you know, fucking
In
what's
the singing style, that cunt.
what's the guy in Smith's called?
Morrissey.
Yeah, he wants to talk me
Have you
out.
noticed?
Sing to me till I go to sleep.
Yeah, that is literally what the song is.
No, have you noticed that like the most like kind of ardent supporters of indie, right?
Support.
Supporters, yeah. Like the biggest obsessors over it. At some point during the teenage years, covered like annoying indie songs on a ukulele.
No.
Yeah.
It's just
No,
making
no,
it
no, what is
I
All
don't
the-
think
all-
you do that.
What? Did I do what?
Did you use the ukulele to cover indie songs?
I've never been able to play
Or
ukulele.
they did
Fine.
like 21 Pilots and like did
Yes,
ukulele
yeah.
songs
Indie
with them.
musicians who cover rap songs are literally the devil.
Oh,
They are
they are the devil.
the white devil. I swear to God. Indie musicians who do ukulele covers
Who?
of fucking hip hop. I swear to God, I've seen
What other
this.
people
Like
who
Jane
have
Albarn.
21
I
Pilots?
don't know.
Fucking gorillas.
Gorillas. Blow.
Ah, well, no, these don't do covers of like fucking gangster rap though. I swear to God, those musicians exist. I'm gonna find fucking.
No,
Fuck off.
people
There
do.
is
No,
no
I've
way
heard.
people are covering fucking Tupac with a ukulele.
No, I have heard like acoustic versions of like fucking Stressed Out by
Shut up.
21
Oh
Pilots
yeah,
on
yeah,
X
so
Factor.
many people
On
do
X
it.
Factor.
No, straight out Compton, you taking the piss.
By Nina Gordon.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah,
What?
yeah, I fucking told you. It's
Oh,
awful. It's
what
fucking awful.
Oh, right. If anyone's wondering,
1,300
check out-
No, wait, what's
Check out
what? Like, think of
Nina
a
Compton.
proper
No.
like rap
Nina
song,
Compton.
right? I'm trying to think of one.
what?
Like a proper
Straight out Compton's like
fast,
the epitome of that.
fast rap kind of.
Straight out Compton's the epitome.
All right, just think of
Juicy.
any
Do Juicy by
any rap
Notorious
song.
B.I.G.
No, and then put acoustic at the end. And you'll find them.
Yep.
That's
Oh.
horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, no,
Right,
fucking
what's his name?
Wait, can we listen to part of it?
Sam James.
Right, send
Sam
abuse to
James,
Sam
that
James.
does sound
If you want to send abuse to him.
Can we listen? Can we have like a little bit of a?
I'm like a copyright strike to
It's
that.
fine.
Yeah, no, you won't for
Listening.
this. It's not like a
No.
fucking big label. Oh, covering the notorious B.I.G. Oh, you piece of shit. That's such a deep, fucking like, meaningful song to that person, and you covering it with a fucking guitar.
Mm-hmm.
You piece of shit.
It's very common. It's unbelievably bad. So that'll be my extra.
No, yeah, no, I've got an extra one actually. I've got an extra one to throw in. It's not a genre, but it is one of my most hated bands ever. Radiohead.
I don't know.
It's
It's
genuinely-
yeah.
Radiohead fucks me off. I fucking hate them.
I disagree.
I
don't like
hate
them.
them. I forgot his fucking name.
Tom York.
Tom York. I fucking
No.
hate Tom York.
I don't personally
His
like
voice.
Tom York much, but I do like Radiohead. I don't know if I'd say I like them in general. I really like 3 of their albums.
You probably like them in general.
I've
only got like 7,
I
haven't
don't
I?
even think I like the majority of them. I mean, I think one of them is like mediocre.
Probably one. In.
No,
No, I know you don't
I-
like it, but
yeah.
I know that's usually touted as the worst.
Yeah. But even I think they're like people like the Bends, and the Bends is fucking garbage.
Look, the problem with Radiohead is it's fake deep. It's it is.
And,
It
alright,
is so
a
that though.
lot of their albums were. I think there are genuine points in Hail the Thief, and some in the Moonshaped Pool, and definitely in OK Computer as well. But most of their albums are like fake deep kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, there's one specific song. Was it Karma Police? I fucking hate Karma
Oh
Police.
my god!
No, what's the one when he's in this? No,
In the
when he's
store.
in the
Fake
store.
plastic trees. That
Yes,
is fucking.
that is
garbage.
really
That's
bad.
That's
Oh,
like-
God, I
is
hate that.
I do like Radiohead quite a bit.
Consumerism is bad.
I
It's
haven't,
just
I haven't
so
actually,
shit.
I haven't listened to them in quite a while actually. I don't know why I just haven't. But I am a fan of Radiohead. But I will say, I mean, I'm very willing to criticise them. I think they've done some fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
And also the fans really are fucking terrible as well.
Oh yeah, no, the
But
fans are atrocious.
I like
and Tom York's a band.
Tom York's probably
Yeah.
bad,
No, it's fair if you like some of them, but I just think Radiohead have a complete
Yeah.
just diametrically opposed to them, and they're indie, arguably.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think it's a bit unfair to
Yeah.
call them indie.
They were really big in.
They have an indie fan base,
They have an indie fan base.
but they aren't indie probably themselves. They are quite experimental, but not in a good way. What?
They're just doing this at each other,
Oh,
like.
they're just moving about and having
Yeah.
good times. All right,
So-
right.
Ruby. You're dead.
Yeah.
Grime or D&B.
Oh,
Fucking
that's fair.
hate it.
No,
Hate
it.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
that's a
Hate
problem.
it.
D&B, I don't like.
D&B is the music you can only listen to when you're drunk in a club with loads of people. You
couldn't
cannot,
even do
you
that.
cannot
I
go
agree with
home
that.
and like fucking
agree
put your
with that.
earphones in and listen to
Well,
it.
Definitely not.
It's so
just-
shit.
It's indistinguishable. It's
They're
not.
so
it's not
shit.
Yeah.
It's not got anything that sets it apart from any other genre.
And
At least-
Grime's just crap anyways.
Wait,
Grime's
I don't know,
shite.
Grime.
I don't hate Grime.
I don't
I'm
hate
not
Grime.
a fan of rap music. I don't get it. I think it's really
You don't get
dog
it.
shit. I think it's dog shit.
No,
I
I
think
just
honestly.
thought of an added one though.
Singers.
Well,
Diss tracks.
Does that even count?
That's not. We're not counting that one, surely.
Comedy music.
No,
Comedy music is probably one, but like, can you really count that? Because it's just YouTube.
No, but there are.
Not
there's
anytime.
always been comedy music.
No, I know, but like in
But
terms
it's
of,
horrible.
it's no, it is
horrible.
horrible. Yeah. No, Grime is.
any
I
music
get
that
this
comes
one.
out of a TV show, like songs. No, like
What?
you know
Songs
when
that
like
make you poop. I don't know.
yeah, no, you know when like Simpsons does musical numbers for some reason.
Oh yeah, like.
Anything like
I
that.
I'm used to
Camarero.
TV when they play. Like, it proper cringes.
Why are you watching The Simpsons?
Well, when I was like
Simpsons
younger,
is-
when I was
Oh, right.
younger, they were doing
I'd
musical
still watch
numbers
The
and everything. I
Simpsons
just
before.
believe it.
What, like the new ones?
No, not the new
Oh,
one.
no,
that's
that's
the
what I
old
was
Simpsons,
meaning.
sorry.
No, the old Simpsons are fine.
Even
Put
some
on
of
Channel
the, some
4
of the
something when
music
it's
numbers
on.
from the old Simpsons are actually alright. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait, I didn't hear that again. Shit. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Hanging pictures on my hair. Fuck you.
And your pictures on my wall.
Oh, I don't have pictures on my wall.
I thought Aaron said hanging pictures on my hair.
So, going on that point, I think, like with Grime, I'm not like a fan of grime in general. I don't mind Stormzy.
It's
Like,
the
I think
people.
Stormzy-
It's the people that listen to grime.
That
Is
is
why I
yeah,
fucking
proper,
hate
like,
it.
fucking plastic gangsters. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no, that is a
Just
thing. That is
people
definitely-
who are like in school try to be chavs. It's just embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Oh no.
That's
there's
why I
another-
don't like grime. I've never listened to it before. It's the people. Why I fucking can't stand it.
Yeah.
No.
No, I
Can't stand
like
crime.
genuinely. Stormzy is fine. Like, if a Stormzy song comes out, I'm not that bothered. Like I don't think it's a good song, but Vossi Bop is just kind of
Yeah.
like
Plus,
that.
his music videos are actually.
I don't mind Stormzy, but I do not like any other grime artist. But it's not a genre I hate. But D&B is definitely a genre.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know anybody. I don't know any creator in D&B that I can discern from the last one. There's
It
no
just
like,
sounds the
band
same.
in D&B. There's no musician. There's no face of D&B. But it's just basically the same shit repeated over and over again. It's usually nightclub shit, and it's just boring.
No, right, we've all slagged off indies, right? I hate indies, but I'll raise you a worse one.
Chindy.
Chindies.
Wait, what the hell is
Chindies?
Chindies?
Have indie. So it's
Ugh.
indie kids. So they've got like. No, right. So they've got like the Oasis. They've got on an Oasis bucket hat. They've got greasy.
Oh, I
fucking
know who
dive-on
you're
hat,
on about.
Fishnet
People who go
tights,
to like
Adidas
Leeds Fest.
trainers.
People who
That's
go to
really
like
cool.
Leeds Fest.
Oh,
And wear
I
like the
fucking hate
bucket
them.
hats and sniff cat. Like them type of
Yes.
people.
They post fucking pictures of the fucking shit shoes, the fishnets, and a fag in the hand that they're not even
Yeah.
gonna sell.
Look, the thing is, Chindies are really cringe.
I think
agree with that,
Chindies
yeah.
are like even worse than
I
indies.
thought you Chindies meant Chinese.
Yeah.
I thought that.
Chinese Indians.
No. We'll make that obvious. Shabby indie
Yeah.
person who likes Indians.
You know,
I knew
one
many of them.
genre we can shout out is MC.
Who?
MC. MC's a local
No,
genre.
no. But it's not a local genre. It's it's
I think
Black
like
Pearl rap.
Black Pearl rap's fucking.
Yeah, it's really.
Thing is, I'm not a fan of MC, but I don't hate it. Like I think it's like fun.
No. I don't hate it. It's culture.
Plus,
like,
if no one's ever
feminine
tried
something.
MCing, it's really fun.
I'm saying
It's really hard.
Go and do some of that.
Disco 1, 2, Kale's on the mic, sitting over there and he's having a chair and he goes, yes I, what up?
He loves.
He loves it. Like in
Like
general.
no. The thing is, MC is a, like a very. It's across the country, but locally, I think it's more.
Very prominent.
It's
in
more
all things.
prominent, yeah, in terms of what we produce in Sunderland, and yeah, I quite
You
quite
got-
respect MC.
You
I
got
like
family in the
MC.
business?
Yeah, I like MC. It's got its vibe to it. And when they put the shitty little like 90s rave music on in the background and
And when they always
remix
have
to
like
it,
the
I don't mind that.
shitty like low resolution pictures and smiley faces on the cover.
Yeah,
no,
Like,
the thing is,
And like the fucking marijuana
I don't
leaves.
even-
That just use
No,
pictures of cars.
Well, yeah, no, I don't even mind the aesthetic of like. I think the aesthetic shit. Of
No,
MC,
it's
but I
quite a
don't mind it.
specific aesthetic though. Like the.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it feels like if
I
you're
love the
making MC
tackiness.
music, you're still stuck in the 2000s.
Mhm.
But
Still took the
90s.
2003
I think,
and then
uh,
1995. Or something.
I have like nostalgia for MC because it's something that when I had chavvy friends and I was like 8 would listen to and I was bored.
Right,
I
I've
think I was
grew
like
up in-
fucking mint.
Oh yeah, I've grew up
Hard
MC,
man.
so like shout out MC.
Mm.
Check out Turbo D.
MC Turbo D.
Check out MC Turbo D on
He did
YouTube,
some great live shows.
and you'll have some Sunderland classics blown for years. Then
I feel like
I'll
MCing is
look
a very British thing.
I'll
Like it
look
wouldn't
for
really
it.
happen.
It
can
in
only
other
be a
places.
British
We
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
MC live. It was
Nice.
actually really good.
what in passion.
In Indy upstairs, no one was there. It was just me and Kale.
We've
Just you get
Yeah.
up the guy and say.
Yeah, it actually was.
Oh, I think they did use
That
to
was
MC in
brilliant.
occasionally. But that was MC's a good genre. Check it out. Check out our local pride, man. Yeah. Sunderland's the best place to be in the world. Yeah. Right. We've done an hour and 30 minutes basically, so we're ready to wrap it up and finish it up.
Any last
Kill,
words?
do the outro. Any last words? Wait. Any last words?
Vagina boob.
Oh.
Dunno. That's it.
Follow me on Instagram.
We love trees.
Yeah.
We love trees. Yes, we do.
Yeah. Ruby.
Don't have any.
You have to say.
Well, that was last
Oh
words.
my god! You have to say
Yeah.
one last word. Anybody of your choice.
You shit.
Oh, Ruby. Kill.
There we go. That's the last one.
Kill. You then do the outro.
I need to do the outro.
You do the outro, Kill. Come on.
Right.
Wave us
So,
goodbye.
This is
You're like the Teletubby son.
This is at the end of the podcast. It's been nice one this time. We said things about things, and I didn't know what you talking about, but it was nice. But yeah, bye.